Good afternoon. I'm Hannah Levin. You have it tuned to the home stretch only here on 91.3 FM KXCI Tucson, online everywhere at kxci.org. It is Sonic Solstice, an annual tradition here at KXCI. And like so many folks, we are having to reimagine how we do things. We are so happy that we were able to take advantage of our ability to do virtual in studios, welcoming Joey Burns of Calexico, a regular guest on Sonic Solstice, and now joining us virtually from his new home in Boise, Idaho. Welcome to the show, Joey.
Thank you so much, Hannah. It's great to be here, and happy holidays, everyone.
Happy holidays to you too. I love that you've got the fireplace going in the background. I got my gold tree going here.
It's stunning. It looks great, as do you.
It's so good to see you, and I'm so thrilled that you have a holiday album out now. This all worked out very perfectly. A Seasonal Shift just came out. Tell me a little bit about the genesis of this album. It's not unusual to record like a song or two for the holidays, but you went full tilt, and we've got a full album here. Tell me about how that came about.
Yeah, well, I guess COVID has brought about a couple things, or projects, and our band is certainly one of many who have, decided to do a holiday record or just to put out a rarities thing. But before I go any further, I just want to say a special thanks to Sergio Mendoza and Chris Schultz, who helped really make this project possible. They drove my minivan, which I had left in Tucson in June when we moved to Boise, because I was intending to return. But because of COVID-19, it was really difficult for me and my family to make that journey. And so they offered to drive up. And because of that, this record is possible. They drove up gear and some of my instruments, which I had left behind. Once we started writing and recording songs, we quickly had, more than enough for a whole album. And it was sort of a way to really kind of focus some creative energy on something positive. And that's what we wanted to do. And there's a lot of the usual guests. Of course, the whole band is here from around the world, but there's some new guests as well, like Gisela Jao from Portugal and Bombino from Niger and Africa. And it became a really, fun project just to see how we could represent wintertime and all of the holidays around this time of year.
Beautiful. Well, it's a lovely album, and I'm really excited about this first song that we have here that you're going to perform. Happy Christmas, War is Over. Definitely like a childhood favorite of mine. The original John and Yoko version, of course, was something that was a regular part of my childhood. Tell me about why you reached for this song when you were thinking about holiday tracks that you wanted to inhabit in your own way.
Yeah, for sure. Well, this song is definitely one of my favorites as well. I mean, just the lyrics themselves really speak volumes to what was going on back in the 70s when the song was written, and what's been going on this year in 2020 with so much division. I thought that its lyrics talking about unity could be a great starting point. And this is the very first song that we recorded for our album. And it sort of set the tone for the rest of the songs that came after, both the originals and some of the other cover songs. So it really means a lot to me, and had fun playing it. And I hope you enjoy this sort of slightly different version. I decided just for KXCI, my favorite radio station in the whole wide world, just to do something slightly different. It's different chords and melody, but the message is still there.
All right, KXCI, this is John and Yoko's Happy Christmas, War is Over. So this is Christmas. What have you done? Another year over, and a new one just begun. So this is Christmas. I hope you have fun. The near and the dear ones, the old and the young. For very Merry Christmas and a happy happy new year. Let's hope it's a good one without any fear. Without any fear. And so this is Christmas, for weak and for strong, the rich and the poor ones, where the road is so long. And so happy Christmas for black and for white, for yellow and red ones. Stop all the fight. Have a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. And let's hope it's a good one without any fear. Let's hope it's a good one without any fear. So this is Christmas, and what have we done? A new year over, yeah, the old one's done. So happy Christmas, I hope you have fun. The near and the dear ones, the old and the young. Have a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Let's hope it's a good one without any fear. War is over if you want it. War is over. War is over if you want it. War is over now. It's over now.
91.3 FM KXCI Tucson. You are watching and listening to the virtual Sonic Solstice here, our annual tradition. We are doing it slightly different this year, but we are able to maintain one of our regular guests. I love this. Joey Burns of Calexico has joined us from his home in Boise, Idaho, sharing songs from Calexico's new album, Seasonal Shift. He just recorded a great version of Happy Christmas, The War is Over there. And the artwork on the album, I absolutely love. There's clearly a little bit of a nod to the desert in there, as well as the new Boise home. Tell me about that vintage trailer that's on the cover.
Yeah, well, it's sort of depicting a sense of warmth and glow out in the middle of nowhere, because as we know, this year there's a lot of us that won't be able to celebrate the holidays with loved ones or family members or friends. So I think the label and the band wanted to sort of depict something that kind of resonated with a bunch of us and all of us, really. And I do have one of those kind of vintage style canned hams, as they call them. And I've been using it a lot lately for promotion. And it's getting really cold in there right now. So I'm glad I'm inside the house today and not inside the trailer.
Yeah, well, that's funny because I have one too. And I thought about possibly trying to set up outside, but it's 30 some degrees in Tucson right now. So I'm kind of glad that we're both inside
Yeah,
today.
me too.
But it is lovely imagery to go along with the album. Before we go into your next song, Peace of Mind, tell me a little bit about this selection that we're going to hear.
Sure. Well, the song is, the label really was enjoying all of the songs that we had sent them, some of the rough mixes and stuff. But they suggested that John do a song by himself in his garage, and I do a song by myself in my garage, and just sort of to kind of harken back to where things began with our first album, Spoke. And I thought, that's a great idea. And John delivered this epic, incredible tune called "Glory's Hope." And for my song, I had two ideas, and I chose one of them, which was kind of like this, I don't know, kind of harkening back to like, late 50s, early 60s kind of rhythm. And I was singing about, being together for me with my wife and us not being able to leave the house for whatever reasons. Not COVID, but just like maybe the car is broken down. And so the song is sort of a soundtrack to maybe like a Wes Anderson scenario where things don't quite turn out the way you'd had planned. And that is the gist of the song.
Excellent. This is Peace of Mind from Calexico's album Seasonal Shift, performed by Joey Burns.
Okay. Peace of mind. I don't mind if the car won't start, 'cause we don't have to go to the mall. Your broken leg and my busted arm, it's been a hell of a year, and we could both use some peace of mind. It's just the kind of thing we need for the holidays. Something's up over in the kitchen, and I can smell the smoke from here. It's time to bust out those frozen tamales your mama dropped off last year. Peace of mind, it's just the kind of thing we need for the holiday. So many people caught up in a wreck and don't take time to stop and find some peace of mind. It's just the kind of thing we need for the holidays. Peace of mind, and just unwind and let the holidays roll on by, roll on by. Oh, a peace of mind, all roll on by. A peace of mind.
You are listening to a very special Sonic Solstice on KXCI. I'm Hannah Levin, and I'm so glad to be here with you. I'm so glad to be here with Joey Burns, who took the time to record these exclusive versions of these holiday songs for us from the new Calexico album, Seasonal Shift. Joey, you and I talk here and there about music and what's going on in life, sometimes when we're checking in with each other, but we often are talking about food. So I have to ask you, what are you excited about making this holiday season? Do you have ambitions and ideas on different dinners yet? Or are there things that you've been making that you've been really enjoying? Tell me a little bit. What's been happening in
Sure.
the kitchen?
Yeah, right. Well, that's fitting since the last song talked about, frozen tamales. And we certainly ordered a whole bunch from Tucson Tamale. Yeah. But
Yeah.
Nova, my wife, made an incredible assortment of tamales, first time ever. And so props go to Nova. They're just amazing. We're almost out of them already. So maybe we'll make some more. There's a couple birthdays in our house. So the girls and I made a 4-layered chocolate cake with lemon buttercream frosting. And that was quite an accomplishment. And there's a couple slices left, which we're saving for a very special occasion.
Aw.
But that was really a high point for me. Yeah, I'm just looking forward to, I don't know, getting out the cookbooks and seeing what we can do. And I certainly, it's my turn to kind of get in the kitchen. So I don't really have any plans as of yet. It's like a lot of people, it's sort of like kind of wait and see, or let's feel out what we're going to do for the holidays. We've been supporting some of the local restaurants around the holidays too, here in Boise. And so I urge all of you to do the same there in Tucson.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Big fan of supporting local
Yeah.
music, local tamales, all of that.
Hmm.
Um, will you entertain my curiosity here? Do I see snow in the background in your window? Can we see the snow?
Sure. I'll do the breakaway here. And
Woo!
right there, there's a little snow on the
Oh,
ground.
nice.
Yep.
Beautiful.
Yeah. It's really
Aw,
been a beautiful season so far. And I've been
wonderful.
enjoying it immensely. And so have the kids.
So I realize that none of us can even begin to predict what 2021 is going to be like. But if you had one wish and one hope for next year, what might that be?
Well, I think it's probably the same thing that's on everyone else's minds. It's just health and happiness, and not just physical health, of course, because of the virus, but mental health. And I think it's an important one. I'm certainly working on a lot of those aspects internally, and I'm sure a lot of other people out there are as well. And just want to let people know you're not alone. That it's okay to feel those feelings and to reach out to your friends and loved ones. It's an important time.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well said. I could not agree more.
Yeah.
Thank you again so much for being here with us. This final song, anything you want to say about Hear the Bells? It does seem to have some references to some Tucson traditions.
Yeah, for sure. After having left and moved to Tucson, I've been living there for about 27 or so years. A month away, I was missing Tucson immensely. And in writing songs for this holiday album, I wanted to sort of give my appreciation and my love for the town and for the region and all of our friends. So yeah, the song sort of addresses not just the holidays per se, but some of the aspects of Tucson that I love. Some places like the Hotel Congress and Tap Room. A lot of places I couldn't squeeze all in there, but I love so much about Tucson. And one of the things that I love a lot about it is the embracing of the tradition of All Souls and the All Souls procession, and just that sense of taking time to remember those that have passed away. And certainly this year has been a heavy one in that regard. And so, listening to the bells, it could be the bells of St. Augustine downtown, or it could be the bells there on from the church on 22nd and South 6th Avenue, or it could be, San Javier. Just the idea of like listening to the soul of the place and the sound of the place. And kind of remembers, it makes us remember, those people that have passed away. So this is a song that's really important to me. I hope you'll enjoy this solo version of it.
All right. Thanks again so much, Joey. Hear the
My pleasure.
Bells from Calexico's new album, Seasonal Shift. Wishing you a warm and happy holiday season. Much love to Nova and the kids.
Thank
And
you.
I look forward to seeing you, hopefully in person in 2021.
Me too. Happy holidays to you and Al and everyone. Thank you, Julius. Thanks to everyone at KXCI. We all love you. Everyone in Calexico loves you and the station and what you do. It's really, really important.
All right. Thanks so much.
All right, Tucson, I got another song for you. This is off the new album, Seasonal Shift. This is a song all about Sonora, the Sonoran Desert. This is called Hear the Bells. The last time we met was down at the tap room. Mezcal on Sunday with tears in her eyes. Oh, you sang me a song as sweet as a monsoon, blowing in from the south. Hear the bells ringing out, let them ring on New Year's Day. Well, I sat on the hill near the mission, where lovers meet and when poppies bloom. Well, I followed the ranchers rambling down Broadway, selling crops on the side of the road. Their hearts in Sonora whenever it rains, and wherever they roam, take this charm and dry your tears. Won't you wear it to ease your mind? Hear the bells ringing out, let them ring on New Year's Day. Heard the radio blaring the sad corrido. La tierra da su suspiro por verte. Quisiera llorar, quisiera morir, come this November's procession. Sunday with mezcal and tears in her eyes, 'cause it's foolish to laugh and pointless to cry about some old photos buried inside the cracked and crumbling walls. Take this charm and dry your tears. Won't you wear it to ease your mind? Take a breath to soothe your sorrow until they're gone, and gone as the years fade away. Hear the bells